local organizing committee of this year's EASD conference was made up from the executives of the Hungarian Diabetes Association, holding one of its final consultation meetings in the Budapest hotel.
This task undoubtedly shows the respect towards Hungarian diabetology, and there is an unbelievable amount of responsibility and work for us in carrying out this task completely. We would like this Congress to be lasting and successful, both professionally speaking and with respect to the country's prestige.
The 1st of September 2002, the first day of this year's EASD meeting, from 109 countries of the world, medical doctors and scientific researchers arrive in Budapest to exchange their experience and to try to find together even more effective methods for the prevention and treatment of diabetes. The members of the conference first arrived in Pavilion F, then they had to register themselves in the beautifully fitted out hall. This process can only be done effectively and smoothly if those taking part in it precisely know their job. The Professional Congress System software was a great help in carrying out the registration. On the 1st of September 2002, the welcome party of the EASD meeting was catered for about 6,000 guests in the tents put up on Felvonulási Square. Besides the culinary enjoyments, the evening was made even more colorful by its memorable programs. Such were those parts of the tents that were designed according to the historic ages of the Hungarian people. In these ones, you could get foods characteristic of the time.
It was 3 years ago that our management in Hungary informed me that we have the chance to have this Congress, the EASD Congress 2002 in Hungary. And it was 3 years of hard work, of preparation. And today, if you look around, if you see nearly 12,000 people coming from all over the world to celebrate an opening of a Congress in Hungary, it's amazing.
How do you find this welcome party for this Congress?
Actually amazing. It's very well organised and it's a good taste of Hungary.
I think it's wonderful that they've been able to fit all these people in, entertain us and feed us. Yeah, it's great.
The majority of the participants arriving in Budapest travelled by air. However, within the city there had to be a solution for continuous and easy travel. With a view to that, Blagus Volambus concluded a contract with the Budapest Transport Company, and the buses of Volambus assisted in transporting the conference guests. By showing their badges, the guests could use the transport services free of charge. As the large part of the doctors and researchers were foreigners, hostesses speaking foreign languages helped them at various places in the city and at subway stations. The organizers concluded contracts with 2 taxi companies, City and Est Taxi, and the guests were able to travel with them at so-called limited zone tariffs. As the area of the fair center is very large, the foreign guests could have faced a great deal of difficulty when trying to find their way around. Therefore, the organizers provided the guests with multiple forms of information. Participants who got lost or who just needed information could get advice at the information desks set up in the pavilions, or they could study the large posters outside the halls or the signs along the roads. If this was still not enough, the guests could locate the places from the air balloons high up above. According to the letter codes, the pavilions bore the names of certain regions characteristic of Hungary. At the entrances there were huge blow-up figures, making the venues even more individual. Within the halls, different functions were designated by colored flags and banners. Those wishing to rest could take advantage of the rest islands in the pavilions, or, thanks to the beautiful weather, they could absorb the experiences in the park. Those who wanted to do some shopping instead could choose from the selection of the craft stores in Pavilion F or buy something from the mini-shop. The cafeteria was also situated in this hall, where the guests were greeted by an inimitable Budapest coffee house atmosphere. Pavilion F also offered lots of other services for the participants. In Pavilion A, the exhibitors were able to receive guests in the hospitality suites or meet clients in the elegant club lounge set up for the event. Those who wanted to use the internet were able to do so in the comfort of the cyber cafe.
As an exhibitor, being here at the Congress Center, as I told the organizers a couple of days ago, the first time I went here, I saw this hall for the first time, and it was totally empty without anything in it, and I had to admit that I was a bit skeptical about it all, because it didn't look that inviting. But being here and having seen what they have done in terms of carpeting and putting up signages and all the booths being built up, I'll have to say that I'm well satisfied, and I'm also pleased to learn that it could be done.